I'm here on the KGK Genix stand with Graham Petty, you're Managing Director of the company.
That's right, yep.
Now, you said you've come to this show for quite a few years. What is it you like about this show?
80% of our client base are retailers, and so this is really one of the only shows that is really focused on retail. It's our target market walking around the room, you know.
How do you feel it's developed over the last few years?
I think that you certainly see more sustainability, loads more creativity as well. So, you know, there's a lot of printing companies here and they're all really pushing the boundaries and, you know, everyone's trying to stand out, of course. So, yeah.
So you say, you're right, sustainability seems to be a huge message. So what's your sort of sustainability?
So about 90% of everything you see on our stand is recyclable or reusable. So that's a big selling point from our side of things. Everyone likes like an oversized prop. So that was just became our theme. And then because of the various techniques that we've got, like being able to print matte and gloss, for instance, with spot UV varnish, neon inks, textured inks, and just show a little bit of creativity, really. And be as bright as we possibly can.
Right. So how does this work with conversations you have with people? What I mean, the sort of people that come onto the stand and looking, are they looking for ideas?
I think, yes. Like some people are looking for a new supply chain. Other people are looking for people who are a little bit more creative, which we tick that box, but also being able to have our own production as well. You know, it really means that we can design, print it, install it, and manage the whole thing. Yeah, a lot of people have been saying, like, you know, have you got a catalogue of sweets that we can buy? No, that's not the case. But, you know, after a little bit of discussion, they find out exactly what we do. Okay,
so what is it that makes KGK Genix a bit special, particularly in this market? What are your real strengths?
I think it's certainly the creativity. And we don't like to say no. That's the other thing. So the answer is yes. What's the question tends to be the way in which we work. But also, instead of saying what you've designed is not possible, we will come up with a way in which you can do it that's sustainable, cost effective, and, you know, it will last.
I presume you work with smaller retailers, but also larger sort of multinational or site chains.
Yep.
Does this still work on the basis they'll design one thing and then you roll that out across?
That's right. But I think that people now, certainly our clients, are looking for a little bit of a creative steer in terms of what you can and can't do. So trying to make sure that we can do the sampling, that they aren't designing something that then you cost up and it's 3 times their budget, for instance. So we work with them very, very early on in their design phase, and then we try and help to prototype and put things in our own mock windows that we've got in on site at our production site. And then that way it sort of shows what you can and can't do and how that's going to fit with budgets and little tweaks. So, it just sort of makes things a little easier.
So we talked about sustainability, and it's only going to get bigger, I guess, for the market. Do you see that happening? What's kind of the next step with this?
I think that the main drawback with sustainability, certainly in the UK, is the actual supply chain from a recycling standpoint. So we tend to try and push people down the route of cardboard. And like, you know, for instance, that pot that's behind us is made of cardboard. And a lot of people have said, I can't believe that's made of cardboard because of how premium it looks. So it's not made out of fluted boards that you'd normally see in lots of retail outlets. We've been trying to push the boundaries of what you can actually achieve in terms of a quality feel, but also be sustainable at the same time.
So there's 2 things. It's the quality finish, but also you need the strength as well.
That's right.
And you get that from the design of the board.
That's right. So like those little love heart things that are there that are technically not love hearts. You can sit on those. That counter there is really quite strong. You would easily be able to lean on that, no problem whatsoever. But the whole thing's flat pack. Yeah, it is all in the design, most definitely.
As well as being sustainable, that makes the installation surely a lot easier as well, doesn't it? To get it around the country, around the.
That's right. And also we need to give consideration to pack sizes and trying to reduce the pack sizes, because the bigger it is, the more it costs to send it, and the larger the carbon footprint. So again, trying to make things in kit form, but not make it a complete nightmare to put together is part of the problem.
Because it's arriving in the shop, the people just want to be able to put it together and get on with it and move to something else.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. Well, what are you hoping to get from the show these 2 days?
So we're hoping to make a lot of new connections. We're we're fortunate enough that we've got a very strong client base, which is absolutely great, and it helps us to be able to sell to other people because of the type of work that we do for the blue chip retailers. But yeah, new suppliers, certainly new clients, that's always good. Maybe even working collaborations with other people that are similar to us, because sometimes the really large jobs you can't actually end up doing all on your own. Yeah, it's a tough one.
Good stuff. Well, I hope
Yeah.
it all goes well. And
Thank you
for your
very
time.
much.